you guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test. Test.
Test.
Test. Test.
Nikolai, let's bottom out in 5. Oh,
Power
3.
bottoming. Boom! And we're back. Segment number 3 of Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick, alongside Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. We are joining you for a third segment this week on Convincing Idiots. And what is that? What is that? Did I hear? Is it the jingling of sleigh bells? What is that? What does that smell in the air? Is it perhaps like a frappe, a latte of some sort of gingerbread, oat milk gingerbread latte from Starbucks? What do I hear in the distance? Is that a yo? Millennial Santa!
I knew it was real.
That is right. Millennial Santa, what topic have you brought us this evening for
COVID.
segment number 3 of Convincing Idiots?
Well, we're bringing all the idiot hipsters out there. A topic for Christmas. We're going to talk about some of our favorite Christmas songs or artists that are non-traditional. So, some songs that you consider non-traditional Christmas songs, or an artist that you would not necessarily expect to sing a Christmas song.
Fantastic. Love it. Thank you, Millennial Santa. Appreciate that.
Best Millennial
He's the
Santa.
best. I love this time of year. Millennial Santa's my favorite.
You're welcome, you twerp. Let's get going.
Wow.
You entitled little Nepo baby. Fuck you. All right. So I'm going to start then. Why not, right?
If he'll let you.
Well, if I'm allowed to start, I think I will, because we're gonna go with kind of out of the norm. These could be songs or artists, as I understand it. So I'm gonna start here. This is my only one. This is a whole ass album, and the reason that the whole album is traditional Christmas songs, but they are performed by a band or artist that is not a traditional group that you would think of doing Christmas songs. They are one of my They're up there for me. They're probably top 10 bands ever. Bad Religion. Bad Religion's Christmas album is fucking fantastic.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, they do all a bunch of the Hark the Herald Angels, like Oh Christmas Tree, all this stuff, Jingle Bells, and it's all Bad Religion, and just in Bad Religion fashion. It's fast and fantastic and just good, solid, in-your-face punk rock, but with a Christmas twist. And there's Jingle Bells.
All of that is how people describe my sex.
Is that right?
The sex, yeah.
Yeah. Fast and punk rock. Punk rock sex. It's very fast.
It's because
and
I
dirty, aggressive.
I spiked my pubic hair and dye it pink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. Nobody asked for it, but we got it. Sometimes, boys and girls, you get gifts for Christmas that you didn't ask for, but you have to act like you're grateful for them anyway. So my first pick is Bad Religion's Christmas album. If you haven't checked it out and you do enjoy Bad Religion, please do. Do yourself. I gotta listen to it every year. So absolutely. It's usually good gift wrapping. After I'm done with Bad Santa, I usually throw on the Bad Religion album. That's a good one. So that's my first one. Let's go with Millennial Santa next. What do you got?
One of my favorite Christmas albums is sung by you would not. I heard he had a Christmas. I think he has a couple actually. It's like I don't get it, but when you listen to it, it's like yes, very good. Similar type of deal. Rob Halford. Rob Halford is the lead singer of Judas Priest.
Did not know that was a thing.
Yes, he had.
Rob Halford I knew of, but the Christmas album I did not.
Yes.
I didn't know Rob Halford was a person.
What is Rob Halford? What is that?
We had a prior episode. We talked about some of our favorite rock singers of all time, and Rob Halford is on my Mount Rushmore without question. With the hard rock singers, Judas Priest finally got into the freaking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but he gets to sing his ass off. Now this was a few years ago now. He's an older man. He's maybe he's not as vocals aren't as powerful as they used to be. I mean, no one's is as they get older. But look up the Rob Halford Christmas album. There's one song in particular. It's called the Winter Song.
Okay.
It's not a heavy metal album. I don't consider it. It's not a heavy metal album. There's definitely some harder versions of songs in there, but it's a
Okay.
lot of just very solid vocals.
Hell bent for winter.
Something like that.
Hell bent for winter.
I would like that. I would like that a lot. Actually, that'd be a great version. But yeah, check out the Rob Halford Christmas albums out there.
Cool.
All
Thank you.
right.
I'll check that out.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yep. Dean?
All right, boys. I'm going to start this. I wasn't exactly sure.
You didn't understand the assignment, did you?
I
You're
didn't.
make an excuse, and Brian's going to tell you that your submissions are incorrect.
But I quickly learned what
Get
you
ready.
meant. And let me start with some lyrics for you. And tell me if you guys have heard this. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. I just can't wait till Christmas time when I can grope you in the hay. That song, ladies and gentlemen, is from the band AC/DC, and the song is called Mistress for Christmas.
Yes, good one. That's a good one.
It is
Yes.
the first time today I have heard it, and it is
Really?
fantastic.
Wow.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Mistress for Christmas. It is
Yes.
just about him fucking a chick during
Yep.
Christmas time.
Very
It's
simple.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
So
yourself a favor and listen to the song Mistress for Christmas by AC/DC.
All right.
Dean, that is on the Thunderstruck album, the same album that has, of course, the famous song
Like
Thunderstruck.
a regular album.
It's on a regular album.
Jesus Christ. All right. Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a song on the Thunderstruck album. And I went to that concert, and the tour shirt, which I think I still have, which I cannot fit it anymore, but it's Angus Young. I got a Mistress for Christmas tour shirt from the Thunderstruck tour. It's a picture
That's
of
cool.
Angus. There's a girl lying there, just her legs in the air, facing you with like lingerie on and Christmas presents around her. And Angus is holding her leg, just doing the whole Angus look with his schoolboy outfit. It's brilliant.
That's
I'll have to show it to you. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. This was the first time I've heard it. Like I said, I kind of Googled and trying to research of what exactly you guys have meant. And then I found a group of these, and this was number one on my list. I
Sure.
listened to it. I'm like, fuck, this is delightful.
Yeah.
Yep. It's really good.
Awesome.
By the way, the tickets for the tour go on sale tomorrow in
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Cleveland.
We will talk about that
Cleveland.
offline.
Yep, Nick.
All right. I love like what Dean explained. Not necessarily AC/DC, but I do enjoy when bands do their own like an original song. Like that's a
Right.
Christmas song, and it's really cool. And I kind of, as I was making this list, they all started coming. I'm like, a lot of my favorite bands actually have a Christmas song that's an original that they wrote. So this was kind of cool to kind of revisit those. And I every year I revisit them. A big one for me is Ramones. Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. I absolutely love that song. There again, we're back to the punk bands. An earlier one here, but I love it. It's very Ramones. It's fast. It's fun. It's great. It's just a good Christmassy song. And just talking about can we please just not fight tonight? It's Christmas.
Yep.
So Ramones, Merry Christmas. I don't want to fight tonight. I can't remember which album that's on. I want to say,
But it's definitely one of those that
I think it's on
you're surprised when you
Brain
hear.
Drain. Yeah. It was because I think I bought that album in like high school, and it's one of the last songs, and it just comes on, and I'm like, Oh, it's a Christmas song. That's kind of cool. But
That's neat.
yeah,
Cool.
it's a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Brian.
This is kind of a sort of a dual answer as well. It's an artist that would not consider a traditional artist that you would think would sing a Christmas song, and it's a song that has become one of my favorite Christmas songs as well. So the song is "The Night Santa Went Crazy," sung by the great Weird Al Yankovic. If you've not heard this,
Okay.
go listen. It's basically that's what it is. Santa's just lost his mind. It's just too much.
Is it a parody of a specific song, or is it
Nope.
just it's just an original, its own thing?
Original Weird Al song,
I'll tell
and
you what.
Santa just snaps and goes crazy, goes on a killing spree. That's what it is.
Nice.
Weird Al Yankovic is widely known for, as anybody knows, of parodies of songs. You know, the way these songs go. But if you listen to any of his albums, the best songs on those albums are the ones he wrote. They're insane. They're awesome. They're hilarious. So I don't remember, or I don't know of this song, but like all of the other songs, like his songs that he's written, are hilarious. They're the better ones on the album.
I did not know he wrote any songs that were not parodies. I thought he was strictly parody musician.
Actually, if you listen to the "Smells Like Nirvana" album,
okay,
there's a few on there that are just fucking dynamite. They're terrific.
Okay, nice.
There you go. Who's next, Dean?
Dean's up.
All right. So I'm going to continue this trend of artists that wrote their own Christmas song. And I don't know if you guys knew that the Killers wrote a Christmas song. And it's called "Don't Shoot Me, Santa."
I'm not familiar.
I would never expected it, especially from that band.
Right.
It starts out with a conversation between Santa. The idea is that the singer, right? Not necessarily,
Flowers,
no, but not necessarily him. But like the
that's the guy from the Killers.
Yes, but the singer is killing kids in the neighborhood because they don't believe in Santa, and they gave him a hard time about it. Now Santa is out to kill him for being bad. And that's the premise.
This is where we're talking about the Killers, like Hot Fuss, right? Like somebody told me. Okay,
one and the same.
Right side. Okay,
one and the same. I would have never guessed. No, 1,000 years. You tell me AC/DC did one, you're like, okay, that's cool, I get it. But like the Killers, not even close. But it's a cool song. If you like the Killers, it sounds just like the Killers' other songs. It's a fun song. So yeah, Don't Shoot Me, Santa by the Killers.
You're good.
All right. Nice. All right. Is that me next?
Yep.
My favorite band ever, Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam has a Christmas song. It was released on their Lost Dogs album, which was a bunch of B-sides from various albums over the years. And it is called "Let Me Sleep, It's Christmas Time." And it is like, I consider it to be a bit of an anthem for adults at Christmas. Let me sleep, it's Christmas time. And the lyrics go, "When I was a kid, oh, how magic it seemed. Please let me sleep, it's Christmas time." And it's very like, it's just kind of, you can tell by the song, it was kind of them messing around in the studio and just kind of like playing a riff. And then somebody adds on the drum beat to it. And then he starts singing and stuff like that. And it's a good one. It's a slow one. But there again, I listen to it every single Christmas season. And it is a little bit, as I have grown into adulthood, it seems to ring more true as the years go by. That it's not that it's I'm making it sound like a damper song, but it's kind of I don't know. It's just funny how obviously when you're an adult, Christmas takes on different forms. There's a lot more pressures, a lot more things you have to really take care of to make it magical and do and when you're a kid, you're not focused on all of those things because it's for you. But when you're an adult, Christmas is a lot of work. It's fun and it's enjoyable and you love it, but it's a lot of fucking work. And it's just kind of a good anthem for the tired parent, I feel like. Pearl Jam's "Let Me Sleep, It's Christmas Time." So if you haven't heard that, check that one out. It's a good one.
Will do.
Very good. Another entire album here, sung by a band you would not envision singing Christmas songs. These are pretty much, they sing traditional songs, but in their own style. Have yourself a listen to the Twisted Sister Christmas album. ladies and
That's right. I
gentlemen out
forgot
there.
they did a whole album. That's right. Yep.
Yes. If you like 80s hair bands, if you like Twisted Sister, either one, this album will be a lot of fun for you. So that's exactly what it is. It's Dee Snider, Twisted Sister, singing it in Twisted Sister style, Christmas songs, and it's just a lot of fun. So check that out.
Nice.
Very good. All right, mine. I'm actually surprised either of you guys haven't had them on the list. Run DMC, Christmas and
Yes.
Hollis.
Very good one.
Yep.
Yes.
They sample multiple different Christmas songs, throughout their song. It gives a hip hop experience to the whole Christmas thing, because at that time, I mean, yes, you heard all the classics, and then you might have even heard some of these AC/DCs or Twisted Sisters, but you really didn't get to hear, just like anything Run DMC did, you really didn't get a chance, the general public didn't get a chance to hear hip hop, in the mainstream. So, when they brought this out, it gave that opportunity to the masses. So not only is it good, but I think it's important to music in general.
Absolutely. And that song for me will be forever tied to Die Hard as well. So
Right.
you might remember in
Absolutely.
a limousine with Argyle, you can hear some
Yep.
Christmas songs, and he puts that on. He goes, how about some Christmas? He goes, this is Christmas music. It turns it up, and it's Run DMC. It was like, yeah, very cool. Yep.
Very good.
All right.
All right.
Nick,
Next up, I have another untraditional song, and an original song by a non-Christmas artist. That would be Simple Plan on their first album. No helmets, no pads, just balls. Their very last song on it was a Christmas song, and it's basically talking about their wish list for Christmas and all the extravagant, crazy, insane things that they want. Santa's coming tonight, and I want a car, and I want a bike, and I want a first-class trip to Hawaii, and all this stuff. And as the song goes on, it goes to all these things that they don't need, and it's Christmas time, and I want everything, and all that stuff. So it's just a fun pop punk song, just about Christmas and insane children's wish lists and asking Santa for all these things that you could never afford in a million years. It's very reminiscent of the Santa Baby kind of thing. You know what I mean? You're asking for just unrealistic, crazy, diamonds and yachts and all this stuff. So it has that spirit.
Love.
It's a good one. Yeah. Yep. I know Santa can't bring me that, but I'll ask him anyway.
It's horse shit. Some of this shit don't even exist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Love or the G spot.
Brian, what do you got next up?
An artist that I don't know if you would picture singing a Christmas song, Bob Dylan. He sang a very fun version of a song, Must Be Santa.
Baby, hurry down the chimney, please.
I'll tell you what, listen to the Bob Dylan version of Must Be Santa. It's like a polka version of, that song is kind of a polka song anyway.
Must be Santa.
No, it's good singing, but if you listen to it, you probably would not even know it was Bob Dylan singing necessarily, because it's a whole upbeat, fun song. Check that out. It's polka, it's fun, it's Santa, it's Bob Dylan. I mean, I don't know what else you want really in a Christmas song.
Sure.
Frankly, if you're not smiling, listen to that version of it, and you just don't have the Christmas spirit.
That's right.
That's fair.
Right?
That's fair.
Yeah, give it a listen. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Have you guys, sidebar, you guys seen the previews for the Bob Dylan movie?
I have. It looks interesting.
Timothy Chalamet plays
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Look up the trailer. It looks pretty badass. Yeah. All right. So my next one, I went back and forth on this one because it's not a Christmas carol. It's not anything you listen to in church or anything like that. But you do hear it on a regular basis in the past, 10, 15 years. John Lennon's So This Is Christmas, or the War Song, it's also known by. You hear it in every department store as you're walking around, but it's not a traditional song that, whatever,
Yeah.
covered by Dean Martin. But it is, with the choir of the children in the background, it does get you into that Christmas spirit. And come on, it's John Lennon.
And it's only okay. It's only now you're only on the fence now because it has gained that popularity and that acceptance in the ether of Christmas songs over the years, right? Like you said, it's not one of your traditional ones. And same could be said for, Mariah Carey. When it came out, All I Want for Christmas Is You was not a traditional song. Now it is, though. It's been like that's synonymous with Christmas.
Yep.
Like it just is. But yeah, so
it's because it kind of works that way.
Yeah, no, I agree, but no, that counts because it's not one of your, going back all those generations. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that was going to be part of these questions as well. So can an artist create a new Christmas song?
Sure.
And it becomes popular, and it becomes, like you say, a kind of a traditional. Of course.
Yeah.
Run every other home, I would assume, on Christmas Eve. And play "Mistress for Christmas." I'm sure.
Sure.
Before the kids. Yep. No, but it doesn't happen very often. So you're right. John Lennon's a good example. Mariah Carey's another one. There's not a whole lot of bands that were able to create an original Christmas song that really became in the mainstream. Maybe Wham.
Wham
there's a few.
Yep.
There's a few in there. Maybe that's another question we could do sometime. But anyways, it's that's a good one. All
if you were to create your own Christmas song, what would you name it?
That's a good one. All right. You asking that question now, or are you telling us to think about it?
No. I want to save that one for
question
of the week, closer to Christmas.
Okay.
All
right. That sounds good. Who is up?
Who just went? Was it Dean?
Yeah, it was
me. Yeah, it was Dean.
Dean just went.
So for my last one, I've got another album here by a non-traditional artist. This was one that was put out, I want to say 2012, somewhere around there, 2013. And an artist that is well known and doing classics, but you wouldn't necessarily think. And it was Scott Weiland came out with a Christmas album. And it was on par with if you put it would show up in your algorithm if you were listening to Michael Bublé Christmas albums. It was very just button up classical, and just him singing good old fashioned style Christmas songs. And it was very pleasant and very enjoyable. And I remember because I downloaded it because I'm like, love STP, love Scott Weiland. I'm going to check this out. He's got a Christmas album. I wonder what that sounds like. And I'm like, this is really nice. This is really, it's good. It's great. You know what I mean? So it's just solid. Nothing. It's gonna blow you away, but it's just not what you'd expect from Scott Weiland necessarily. But it is very. It's in a very classical.
Road, angel sing.
Yeah, but he's singing it even in a way that it doesn't. You're not like, oh, if it came up on your Sirius XM Christmas channel. Without looking at it, you would not know it was Scott Weiland. You'd be like, just the Tony's things. It's just kind of not really what you expect. You think Scott Weiland, you think of a certain style, but it's very true to classic Christmas songs. It's just the artist itself is not the one you'd expect it from. So Scott Weiland's Christmas album is up there for me too.
It's way too much shit coming from somebody wearing that sweater. Brian, you're up.
A traditional song, but a non-traditional version of the song. But I do enjoy it. Something I try to watch every season. The South Park special, but Eric Cartman singing "Oh Holy Night." Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well,
that's my main list.
That's actually I'm glad you put that one, Brian, because I get to end my main list by a song. I think it was started or done by some sort of wacky zoo crew situation, radio, morning drive radio guys. But we've all heard Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
Oh,
Ding,
yeah.
fries are done.
Right.
And so to the Carol of the Bells, it is very non-traditional, but it is a Christmas song
Sure.
Yep.
given through the Carol of the Bells. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ding, fries are done ends my list for non-traditional Christmas songs or artists.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah.
Any honorable mentions here, guys?
I do have one,
ahead.
and this was it's just one very, very clever for me. Saturday Night Live back in the day, one of their TV
yeah.
fun houses. They did one. It was basically it was called Christmas Time for the Jews,
Yes.
and it was the premise
one.
was when all the Jewish people in New York City, like after all the Christians go home and visit their families from wherever they're from and celebrate Christmas. Christmas time for the Jews is when the Jews get to like basically run the city and do whatever. There's like they play for the Lakers and they do this and then like the Jews like
Go out
Jewish
to
people
eat.
fucking
Yep.
they go out to eat and do like when all the people are gone. The Christians are doing their, Christmas thing. Christmas time for the Jews is when the Jews get to like come out and like do their
Good one.
thing. And it was just very clever and funny and silly. So I always like that one. That's a fun one for me. Very
It was like a
non-traditional
it was like a 1960s feel
like a
to it with the
claymation,
late,
like a
like
like
the Supremes like singing. It looked like
yes,
sort of.
correct. What's that? Franklin and Bash. Like it was like done like
Yeah.
that animation style, and the Supremes were singing. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's Christmas time for the Jews.
They sort of had one too, Nick. It was let's see, was it Santa's coming? What is it? It was Horatio Sands, Jimmy Fallon.
I don't
Right.
care what your mama says.
Yeah,
Christmas time is near.
That's it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I love that.
Tracy Morgan just stands there and does this like little arm thing, and Chris Kattan holds the keyboards for Jimmy Fallon. It was Tracy Morgan, Chris Kattan, Jimmy Fallon, and Horatio Sands. Yeah, and they actually
Christmas time is
reprised
here or
that.
something. Yeah.
Christmas time is here. Yeah, and they did it. I want to say within the last 10 years, like on when they all came out and after one of the commercial breaks did it and everybody went fucking nuts and they did the, doing the like weird beats, Jimmy Fallon on the keyboard and stuff. It was fun. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Any more honorable mentions, Nick?
No, not for me.
Dean?
I mean, couldn't you put in that same category? What you guys talking about? I mean, Dick in a Box. It's like a package, right?
That's a great one.
Yep.
So that's my honorable mention. Dick in a
Well,
Box.
there is and then when they're going through the Rolodex at the end of the song, they're going through it works for everything like Christmas, Dick in a Box, Kwanzaa, Dick in a Box.
So,
Yeah.
there you go.
So there is a Christmas scene where Dick in a Box.
Christmas song now.
Yep.
I like it. What
Very
about you,
good.
Brian? Any honorable mentions?
Real quick, there's a heavy metal Christmas album out there, and one of the songs is Lemmy Kilmister, the late great Lemmy from Motorhead, sings "Run Rudolph, Run." Great version of that. Sang
I have heard that. That's very
true
fucking
Lemmy.
good. Yeah. Very gravelly and raspy.
He
There's
was
a
awesome.
great version of the Grinch song sung by the Misfits out there. You want
I've
to
heard that.
envision the Misfits
Yep.
singing
Yeah.
that? That's a good one. I had one DMC too. Dean. Spinal Tap did a original Christmas song, "Christmas with the Devil," just a goofy parody of a heavy metal song, original. And it's not really a song, but it's non-traditional artists, I guess, doing a Christmas thing. There's that Cheech and Chong did that.
Yeah.
Oh, the donkey
Old lady.
one, right?
Yeah, they talk. They tell the story of Santa. So-
like, yeah, man, Santa Claus. Yeah, no, Santa Claus, man. Yeah, they put it on they play it on the radio every year. Yeah,
Yes.
like I said, it's like a skit. It's a spoken word thing. It's not a
Donkey
song.
one.
But
There's a Christmas donkey song, right?
There is one out there.
Dominic.
There was
Dominic. Chris.
Yeah.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. Yeah.
How I got those two fucking mixed up.
Oh, fuck.
But that is
yeah.
a weird song. It is
It is a very weird
It's
song.
sort of a non-traditional song, I guess. So
I
it's
do
weird.
have another honorable mention.
Go
I
ahead.
forgot. The late, great Johnny Bauer, famous Toronto Maple Leafs goaltender, actually in the 60s, when they were winning Stanley Cups and his skyrockets fame, he recorded a Christmas song called Honky the Christmas Goose. And I listen to that every year. I totally forgot about it until you mentioned that one. And I'm like, it reminded me of Honky the Christmas Goose by Johnny Bower, the Toronto Maple Leafs goalie. Notedly not a singer, however, released a song. I believe it was released on 45. And
Wow.
God, that would be a fucking, I never even thought that would be a cool thing to find, like a tangible, like the
Sure.
45 record of Johnny Bower's Honky the Christmas Goose. But yeah, I'm put old JB up there. Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. That's always
That is a good one. It's almost fits in the category of it's not
It's
a
become
classic in
sort of
that way, but
yeah.
it's in the mainstream so
Correct.
much that it's
Correct.
almost is now, you know.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I almost put the Chipmunks and a couple of things. I'm like,
Sure.
but that's
Yep.
another one. It's like that the Christmas song of the Chipmunks. It's really become a traditional song that you
Right.
hear every year. I don't know. You can argue many different ways, but all right. Well, guys,
We got the Christmas season kicked off right, gentlemen.
I'm full of fucking Christmas spirit.
Oh
yes, that's right. Millennial Santa has to get the rest of the voice
yeah. Yes, he does.
to get ready for weekend festivities. So it's time to tuck in the young kids, visions of sugar plums and bourbon, and end this episode of Convincing Idiots. Nick?
Right. Alrighty, so Convincing Idiots, Christmas season is in all of us. It's in all of you. In a weird way, we're in all of you, right?
Aw.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Like normal.
We're inside you. We're filling you up with our Christmas spirit.
Just like
Yes.
the 90s.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
And, you could fill yourselves up with even more of us by going to all of our social media accounts and consuming even
I think you're telling us
more
to stick one of our T-shirts up their ass.
Convincing Idiots. Hey, it's your money. You bought it. You can do whatever you want with it. I'm not judging you. So if you would like to go over to our social media accounts and follow, subscribe, like, rate, review, all that stuff. Once again, we don't mention it all the time, but when you rate and review and you interact with the show, it does help us out a lot, especially on the podcast platforms in which you listen. So if you do that, we appreciate it. And if you haven't, please do so. It does help us. You can find links to all of our socials on our link tree, Convincing Idiots. Link tree, just Google that, LANKTREE. You can also go to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com to find all of that and so much more access to the three of us. You know you want to access us. We want to access you back.
Oh, yeah.
So go to our website. That's right. We'll fill each other up with Christmas spirit. So for this episode, I am Millennial Nick.
Zennial Dean.
Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you to join us for a whole other merry year of Convincing Idiots and be good boys and girls? Because next year at this time, Michigan will be going for 5-0 against Ohio State. So hang in there with us. Here we go.
Watch your
Convincing
feet.
Idiots. Go blue. They love it. We love it.
Watch your feet. Santa's coming.
Did you just see that shit? If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Come back. You're going to want to.
Ham grape.
Mm. 217, right?
218.
No, I ran a repeat
Oh,
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just pulled 3 random segments from prior. I thought it was
Okay.
interesting. I pulled the segment. I don't know if you listened to it or not.
Well,
But we
we
were
did that.
talking.
That's interesting.
We're talking about Tyson and Paul like 8 months ago when it was announced.
Oh, okay.
And then we had our thoughts on how it was going to go. I figured that was interesting.
Oh,
The
that's good.
episode after
Yeah,
the So
How you feeling, man?
Actually,
Our
we should
takes
probably do
were-
that more often, even if it's not like in place of an episode. If like we
Yeah.
think, if we find stuff that we know that we talked about and then
Yeah.
it happened, that's not a bad.
Yeah. It
I
was
like
good.
when you have good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
They're so rare.
Yep.
We enjoy that.
Once in a while. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.